Okay, so here we go, another tier list, another top 10 list, I should say. Ultra Vegito Blue is out, and I figured that I'm just gonna do a top 10 list. This is the second day he's out, so this is pretty early. And I mean, most likely if I would do another top 10 list in like a few days, it would be probably different. But I mean, it's content. So yeah, like I don't really care. But yeah, like this is still very early. And one more thing, I don't have the list ready. I just sat down and I'm just doing this right now. Pretty much, I'm creating the top 10 list right now at this moment. So who is number 10? I think we have a few options. We have Revival UI. We have Sword of Hope. We have Zenkai UI sign. We have 17. We have Kid Buu. Yes, I think the biggest difference is going to be Kid Buu's placement, because before Vegito Blue, I would say Kid Buu was number 2. Right now, I don't think he's top 5 because, I mean, first of all, Vegito Blue completely destroys him. Second, obviously, because Vegito Blue came out, there are some units who gained a ton of value. But I still think he's top 10 for sure. I'd say is he better than 17 right now? Because 17 is blue. Obviously, he's very, very strong, just individually. He's a very good support unit. He has some very, very good defensive utility. Um, is he better than 17? I think I'm gonna put Kid Buu above Zenkai UI sign. I think I'm gonna do this, but actually I'm gonna put 17 above Kid Buu. I'm not saying 17 is better than Kid Buu, but in the current meta, I mean, Kid Buu has a very tough time, and 17 is actually a good counter. So it's like, right now I would say 17 is probably more valuable than Kid Buu. Sword of Hope, I think he's better than these two. Should I put Sword of Hope above Kid Buu? I'm actually thinking about it. Oh, we also have Beast Gohan. I think Beast Gohan is also potentially top 10. I'm gonna do this actually. Sword of Hope is crazy good, first of all. Second, he's blue. And one more thing, he has his gauge, which is one of the better counters against Vegito Blue. And once again, Kid Buu is just that. Like, Kid Buu, what is he doing against Vegito? Nothing. He's just not doing anything. Vegito can also nullify endurance. And yes, if Kid Buu is swapped in, he can cancel Vegito's anti-endurance buff. But the thing is, you're most likely not swapped in with Kid Buu when Vegito is rushing, because you just don't want to be swapped in with Kid Buu against Vegito Blue. Like, let's be honest here. And once again, Sword of Hope, he's blue, he's gauge, and he's on future. Like, I don't know. I can see Kid Buu being higher than Sword of Hope, but I don't know. Like, Vegito is definitely a big problem. Like, he is a problem, and the fact that Kid Buu is yellow is definitely hurting him a lot. Right now, in this current meta, I would probably say Sword of Hope above Kid Buu. Is Beast above Zenkai UI? I'm gonna actually do this. I would probably say this. I would probably say Zenkai UI-san is better than Beast currently. I mean, Zenkai UI Goku has some insane teams. He also has some anti-fusion buffs. I'm pretty sure he does extra damage against fusions. Yeah, and obviously having some extra damage against fusions is definitely a very, very good thing in the current meta. I would say this is fine. So, okay, so 6 is 17. 7 is Sword of Hope. 8 is Kid Buu. 9 is UI Sign. 10 is Beast. 11 is Reviver UI. I think... Actually, I'm gonna do this probably. I know this is gonna be controversial because everyone hates Orange Piccolo, but I think this is fine. Orange Piccolo, obviously Vegito has the anti-endurance thing Piccolo is a revival unit, so he's actually pretty good against Vegito, I would say. Plus he also has a gauge which can stop Vegito. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so number 3 is going to be, I think, it's between Rose or Gogeta Blue. I'm gonna go with Gogeta Blue probably, because obviously Vegito covers him perfectly. And the thing is, Goku and Frieza obviously is still there, and Goku can just annihilate Rose. Of course, Rose is strong against Frieza, but Gogeta Blue right now doesn't really have any units to worry about. Like, obviously, Ultra Kid Buu is still extremely good. We have the Gammas and all that stuff. By the way, yeah, I think like Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, I don't know, maybe they are like top 10-ish, but I don't know. The thing is, Vegito Blue is just there, like, what are they doing against him? Although they can go type neutral for like 3 timer counts or something when you tag out, but I don't know, maybe you could do this. I don't know, like, individually, I would say they are better than Orange Piccolo, Beast. Like, they are definitely better than a lot of units, but Vegito Blue is just so strong that I think it's very hard to argue that Gamma 1 and 2 has any kind of value in this current meta. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they are top 10, and I would probably put these two above Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. These are revival units, so once again, like, revival is actually a very good answer against Vegito Blue. He nullifies endurance, but he doesn't have anything against revival, so revival is actually gained some value in my opinion. Obviously, Jiren is, I don't think Jiren has anything to do with top 10 at this point. Once again, he's yellow. Yeah, he's great and all that stuff, but like, dude, Vegito Blue, he's just way too good. So number 3, I think I'm gonna go with Gogeta Blue. Once again, Vegito covers him, and we don't really have any yellows right now, like Kid Buu, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, but like Vegito, you just swap in Vegito and yeah, he kills them. Unfortunately, Vegito kinda makes yellow units unusable, kinda. Gogeta Blue doesn't really have anything to worry about in the current meta, I would say. Like, once again, Jiren, Ultra Kid Buu, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, but like, the thing is, Vegito just shuts those units down, and yeah, Gogeta Blue is pretty much free in the current meta. Rose, I mean, purple units are still very, very good. Obviously, Goku and Frieza, Zenkai UI sign. In the current meta, I would probably argue that Gogeta Blue is above Rose, because Gogeta doesn't really have anything to worry about, and Rose still has some very strong purple units to worry about. And number 5, I guess it's Ultra Hit. I mean, he's still very good. Nothing really changed. It's just that these two gained some value. Previously, I would say Ultra Hit was above these two, but once again, Vegito Blue just came out, and I think these guys gained some significant value, especially Gogeta, because previously he didn't really have a red to cover him, but now, I mean, yeah. And number 1 and number 2. So we have these two. I think it's pretty obvious that it's between these two. I think there is still a very strong argument that Goku and Frieza is number 1. But I think Vegito has a very strong argument that he's number 1. So I am a Vegito fanboy, in case you didn't know. I am a hardcore Vegito fanboy. Easily my favorite character in the show. And I am biased. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna give him number 1. I think he's number 1 right now. And number 2 is Goku and Frieza. I think it's interchangeable, but I'm gonna give Vegito the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully this will remain true in the next couple of days, couple of weeks. But yeah, like, as I said, this is still the second day. This tier list is definitely not the best ever. If I would do another top 10 list in like a few days, most likely it would be different. This is still very early. But I'm gonna go with Vegito being number 1. Obviously, Goku and Frieza is actually a pretty good counter, especially Frieza, obviously. because he's blue, yes, obviously. And you can definitely argue that they are still number one, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with Vegito. I think he's just way too strong early game. The vanish removal, if you play your cards right, he pretty much gives you a guaranteed priority. He has the green card, which is extremely annoying, and it's actually very, very good. He goes type neutral. He has the anti-endurance. His damage output is ridiculous. Card draw speed, the gauge. Like, if you get the combo started, it's pretty much impossible to stop this unit in the first, I don't know, like 20, 30 timer counts. Like, he can actually chain together, like, I don't know, 15 cards or something. Like, he's ridiculous. His ultimate hits extremely hard. I don't know, I feel like this unit is just so dominant. Once again, I can see Goku and Frieza being number one still, but I don't know. To me, Vegito right now feels actually just unstoppable sometimes. And this is why Sword of Hope is very, very high, by the way, because he's actually a unit that can stop him. Not only he's blue, but he has the gauge, and the gauge can obviously shut down Vegito's combo. So I think Sword of Hope is extremely valuable. Honestly, I can see this. Sword of Hope is so strong. And even before Vegito Blue came out, like, I think he was just probably top 10 even then. But now, once again, he shuts down Vegito pretty well. And he's on Future. You can just run them together. He's extremely valuable, for sure. I can see this. Honestly, I'm gonna go with this, probably. Should I? I don't know. I think it could go either way. I can see 17 above Sword of Hope. I can see Sword of Hope above 17. Sword of Hope above Hit. I would probably not go that far, but right now, yeah. Like, I think Trunks is just extremely good. He's very, very strong. Yeah. So number one is going to be Ultra Vegito Blue. Number two is going to be Goku and Frieza. Once again, I can see this for sure, but for now, I'm gonna give it to Vegito. Once again, I am a fanboy, I am biased, I don't care. And once again, Vegito does feel kinda unstoppable. Like, when he gets going, it's just like, what are you doing against him? Unless you have Sword of Hope. Like, he's pretty much the only unit that can, like, stop him. Because Sword of Hope, once again, he's blue, he's pretty tanky, and I think his gauge gets filled after like 5 cards or something like that. And then he reduces your ki and Vegito stops. So unless you have Sword of Hope, he's pretty much unstoppable. But yeah, like Goku and Frieza, the Rising Rush Nullification, insane damage output. Frieza's Blast Armor, like, they are still absolutely insane. So yeah, but I'm gonna go with this for now. Number 3 is Gogeta Blue. Number 4 is Rose. I can see this, but I'm gonna give it to Gogeta because he's just free. He doesn't really have a counter in the current meta. Every single yellow unit is pretty much unusable, I would argue. Rose number 4, but once again, I can see this. But I'm gonna go with Rose number 4. Ultra 8 is number 5. I think that makes sense. Honestly, I could maybe see this. I know this is controversial, but honestly, Sword of Hope has so much value that I could see this, but I mean, Hit is just so strong, and the time skip and all that stuff, like, he can just pretty much kill any unit. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 6, Sword of Hope, 7, 17, and we have 8, Kid Buu, Zankai UI, Sign Beast, Orange Piccolo, Revival UI. I think this is fine. Honestly, I can see this, maybe. But Ultra Kid Buu is still very, very good, obviously. Like, individually, Ultra Kid Buu is, yeah, like, he's still top 5. It's just the current meta is definitely not for him. I think this is fine. You can do this, probably. Like, you can do some swapping around, but I think this is fine. Like, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we have 11, 12. So yeah, like, this is pretty much my top 10, I would say. Beast is probably number 10. And Orange Piccolo, Revival UI, I can see them being, like, arguably top 10. And I know, Orange Piccolo, yeah, I understand, everyone hates him, everyone's saying he's shit, I don't care, I think this unit is extremely overhated, I think he does fine, Revival gained value, Vegito nullifies endurance, Gogeta Blue nullifies endurance, Revival gained value, for sure, in my opinion, you can debate me, all that stuff, and yeah, like, you could say, like, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, okay, sure, individually, sure, I guess they are better than Orange Piccolo. In the current meta, hell no. I don't see it, sorry. Vegito Blue literally 2 cards, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They can do anything, in my opinion. Vegito is just so strong that I would argue using yellow units is just straight up not a good idea. Even if you want to argue that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 is a better unit than Orange Piccolo or Beast or whoever, not in the current meta, in my opinion. Also, blast-based unit, I mean, Vegito Blue has blast armor. So it's like, I don't know. This unit has like one team, androids, blast-based team, once again. Blast armor, blast armor, blast armor. Frieza has blast armor. I don't know. I don't see it. Jiren, he's yellow. He's great, but he's yellow. By the way, this is not in order. These are just honorable mentions. I guess Revive Frieza is here as well. Yeah, I don't really care about the order. I mean, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 would be probably number 13, I guess. But yeah, like, this is not in order. Obviously, like, they are above all of these units. And maybe you could argue that they are above Reviver UI, maybe Orange Piccolo, maybe Beast. But that's pretty much it. They are still very, very good. It's just, once again, the meta. So yeah, I think this is fine. Orange Piccolo is definitely controversial. I genuinely don't give a shit. I don't care. It happens all the time. A unit that does decent is just not broken. Everyone hates the unit. I mean, I love Gogeta Blue happened the same thing. He came out, he was good, but he wasn't like broken. He wasn't like number 1, and everyone hated him. Then everyone realized that, oh, this guy is actually very, very good, and he aged extremely well. LF Future Gohan, when he came out, pretty much nobody liked him. Everyone said he was mid. Then all of a sudden he became the best aging unit of all time. Reviver UI sign, once again, everyone said he was shit. Then turns out, well, he wasn't actually that bad. He's actually very, very good. I don't know. I think Orange Piccolo is overrated. It happens a lot. People, for some reason, say your unit is just straight up bad. Then turns out it's not actually the case. Yes, I understand. This is a controversial take. I don't give a shit. He's staying here. Revival gained value. I think he's fine. And I think he's way better than people say he is. So yeah, I think this is fine. Once again, this is the second day. And I just sat down, made this. Once again, as I said, if I would do this again in a couple of days, the list would probably look different. But I wanted to get this out as quickly as possible. Content. So yeah. This is definitely not perfect, but I think this is fine. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this list. Disagree, agree, why am I an idiot? And hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.